Quilting, we have the pattern for this adorable hedgehog pillow cover. The pattern also comes with a pillow cover for a sheep and also for a pig, but I thought that the hedgehog was just the cutest. The thing about the hedgehog and the sheep is that the Luxe Cuddle is the Luxe Cuddle Shaggy, the frosted Shaggy, which is very, very long indeed, and it does have a zipper on the side. This is just the Cuddle 3. It's shorter nap, and I would love to show you now how to deal with a zipper using Cuddle Shaggy, frosted Shaggy like that is so long that it would be hard to sew a zipper into that. So here we go. We're going to show you how to do a zipper using the frosted Shaggy Cuddle. So one of the very, very best ways to do a zipper in a Cuddle fabric that has a very long nap is to use something called the Zippity Doo Done by June Taylor Products. This is an incredibly easy and handy way to do a zipper, not just with Shaggy Cuddle, but in bags and so on and so forth. Unfortunately, right now, I only have a piece that's 18 inches long, all right? I needed something that was longer than 18 inches. This also, by June Taylor, comes in multiple colors, not just the gray, and so you can match it to your other things. That aside, you can see where we're going with this by when you open this up, you can see that it has like an envelope style bias tape where you're going to put your edge right inside there and then sew it, and then that gives a distance between the long napped Cuddle and the zipper. So this is how you would apply it if you were going to do that. So like I said, I needed a piece that was going to be, that pillow was longer than 18 inches on that side. So I had to make up my own. But if this were long enough, you could then sandwich those 3 in, and then you pin it really well all the way down. And then you're going to go to the sewing machine, and you can then have distance between your zipper and your Luxe Shaggy Cuddle. Now you're still going to have to, when you're sewing this, you're going to have to use a walking foot, and you're also going to have to use some type of a skewer or whatever to just hold those things, those long nap pieces back so that it's not getting caught up in your walking foot, okay? But let me show you what I did, because I did not have a Zippity Doo Done zipper that was long enough. Okay, so first I cut 2.5 inch strips, the length of what I needed it to be for the pillow. This does not have to be on the bias, but I cut 2.5 inch strips, the length of what it needed to be for the pillow, and maybe just even a little bit longer so you have some extra to play with. Okay, so now I have a zipper that's slightly longer than what I need it to be, and I have pressed under a 1/2 inch on my one long edge of the strip on both strips, okay? All right, so now I'm going to take this strip and I'm going to put it onto my zipper like so. And I'm going to pin it there just to hold it. I don't know if you guys want to use clips instead of pins. I just never really got into using clips. I know a lot of people use clips. I have just always been in a habit of using pins. I think the clips would work fine for this too. So now I'm just going to get that started there like that. Now you see how that is pinned along the edge of the zipper. Now I'm going to take the other one and I'm going to put the folded side down, okay? And then I'm going to sandwich the zipper in between those two pieces. I'm going to sandwich that zipper in between. All right, sandwich that zipper in between, and I'm going to pin it all the way down like that, all the way down to the end. Or clip it if you use clips, if that's your preferred technique. But I like to use pins. So, all right, I'm going to pin it all the way down. Okay, so I have this pinned all the way down, and I've unzipped my zipper a little ways here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a trick that upholsterers do. What they do when they do piping and things like that is that they take the end of the thing and then they run it out the edge like that. They run it out the edge so that you're coming into it. Now, be careful, you don't want to hit that metal piece. That has to be outside of where you're going to be stitching because you don't want to break a needle. But I'm going to run it outside like that. And it's a good trick to use. People that do upholstery use that trick so you don't have to worry about blunted ends. All right, and I'm going to use, I've got my zipper foot engaged, and I'm going to use my zipper foot, and I'm going to find the edge of my zipper with my fingers. And remember, I've got that sandwiched between these two strips of fabric. Now I can put this down and zip this back up if I want to. Use your needle stop down. Okay, get that out of the way. And keep going. It doesn't matter what your stitches look like because you're not going to see the stitches in here. These are going to be completely encased and sealed in. And we're going to stitch all the way down, encasing the zipper. Encasing the zipper tape is what we're doing. Oops, dropping pins everywhere. All right, now I'm going all the way down to the end. And we'll figure out what we're going to do with the end of the zipper later when we actually get to the pillow. But for now, we're going to just concentrate on how you do this with the Shaggy Cuddle. So now we have this zipper. You see this? The zipper is encased in my two strips of fabric with the ends turned under, pressed under 1/2 inch. Now, see how nice this looks where you've done that, where that just comes out like that. That's really nice. That's a nice trick that upholsterers use. Keeps that edge nice and neat. All right, so now we have the edge of our cuddle, our Shaggy Cuddle. And no one ever said this was going to be easy, right? It's not easy, but this will help a ton. It'll keep the zipper from getting caught every time you zip and unzip that pillowcase. It'll keep it from getting caught, all right? So look how nice that is. Now we're going to take pins and pin this edge, make sure you catch that other piece underneath and keep looking. No, I didn't catch it, see? So keep checking. As you're pinning, keep checking to make sure that you've gone all the way through and that you've caught all the layers. Okay, I have there, all right? So you're gonna need to keep watching that so that you're catching all the layers. And you're just gonna need to, because this is a knit. This is a knit, so it's gonna roll to some extent too. This cuddle fabric is going to roll to some extent. So we got our challenges cut out for us here, but we're gonna make it easier. We're gonna make it neater, easier, and we're gonna make it look really good. Now, if you ever wanted to make a cuddle jacket or a vest, this is also the way that you would do a zipper on that, because it would be impossible to sew a zipper in with this type of, and you could add, after you got done sewing it together, you could add like a braid or ribbon or something to that, which would be really cute. Not for this pillow, but I'm saying if you wanted to make a decorative vest or whatever, you could put decorative stitching on there. It just depends on how fancy you want it to be or for who it's for. That will make a big determination of how you're going to do it. All right, so yep, we did get all the way through here. So we have to check that. Check that frequently. And then we're going all the way down. And now I'm going to put my walking foot on, and I'm going to stitch this with my walking foot. And I'm going to change my thread color to brown because gray is not what I want it to be. All right. Okay, so now here we go. Got my walking foot on, and you have to just really kind of always work at keeping the Shaggy Cuddle away from the walking foot so it doesn't get all caught up and caught in there. Make sure that you're far enough over that you're catching all the layers underneath. You don't want to miss that other layer, but hopefully if you've measured well and you've folded it under exactly a 1/2 inch on both of them, you won't miss. Look how nice and easy this goes in, as opposed to struggling and fighting with it. If you were trying to put the cuddle right up against that zipper, it would be next to impossible. So once you're done with this, then you're just going to follow the directions with the pillow pattern for inserting the zipper. You could encase the other side too if you wanted to, so that it's equal with the Luxe, or not the Luxe Cuddle, the Cuddle 3 that's shorter napped, but you really wouldn't have to. I didn't, and it looks really just fine. It looks really cute. It's a nice, neat finish. And so you have, and you're going to decide how you want to finish your end down here. And there's lots of different ways to do that, but that's outside of the scope of this video for today. I just wanted to show you how to make a casing around a zipper for when you are doing Shaggy Cuddle. And look at how nice that looks. That looks really, really, really nice. And it works out pretty slick. So you're not constantly getting that zipper caught with the Shaggy Cuddle. Don't forget to shop bungalowquilting.com and listen to our podcast, So La Vie, on Spotify.